the solution to this is basically my equipment, which I produce in my company, and it's like a heating type of equipment. Basically, if you have normal cleats, you tend to wear multiple socks just to keep your feet warm, and that can get really tight, especially if you're wearing some thick socks in that type of cold. But then with my cleats, you could like just wear cleats with your socks that you prefer, and it automatically heats up depending on the temperature it is outside. And also, there's also it also cools down your feet in the heat. No, for real though, it actually cools down your feet in the heat. Even though I didn't mean to say it like that, and it actually rhymes. I feel like I could really be an artist, a rapper of some type. Take the baby spot in the music industry. But yeah, like it basically cools down your feet in the heat and it heats up your feet in the cold. So there's no need for you to wear extra socks in the cold. And there's obviously no kind of like product that helps you cool down your feet in the heat. So I'm gonna be the first one to actually make that type of product. And it will be very thankful if y'all are able to you know, invest a little. So if you do plan on investing, you'll be making 15% of our profits. So look at Academy, for example. That is a very huge industry. It actually makes up to like millions a year, if not basically millions a year. So if I sell equipments that are way better than theirs, way more high tech, but then cost a little bit more, I'm gonna earn twice as much as them, nearly twice as much as them. And 15%, which is like a lot, basically that's like 300,000 a year, and all you do is invest 95,000. That is gonna be, you're gonna earn a lot of money. Okay, so we don't only just stop at cleats. We also extend to football equipment such as shoulder pads that heat up and cool down as well. Helmets right here, this wonderful, beautiful babe right here. And gloves as well. But for gloves, I don't know about that. Most people already have some kind of hand warmer in there, but then you don't have to stuff your gloves with all those hand warmers. You guys can just have gloves that heat up and cool down by themselves. So you can do like sleeves. I know a lot of people like the designs of sleeves. They like to look good when they're playing soccer, football, some tennis. But so there's basically different kind of equipment that you could like buy from our company that nowhere else sells. Not a. So you ask how I may, slowly build up. Well, first, you know how schools, they basically like buy the equipment, all of them from one place. I'm gonna start making like deals and contracts. Like first, I'm gonna start with like, say people who are in little league, little kids, buy equipments for them and stuff. Then I'm eventually move on to middle schoolers, high schoolers, and those high schools will eventually go to colleges and become, you know, professionals. And then hopefully they can go off to the big league type stuff, NFL and all that, NBA. And you know, and start sponsoring my stuff on Instagram and social medias and stuff like that. And also commercials. I'm gonna start getting commercials out on the TVs as well, multiple ones at that too. I'm not gonna like come up with some lame commercial. It's gonna be commercials that people can relate with. So, nah,